Hello, my esteemed viewers. Welcome on this episode on Biafra Discourse. I still have with me a wonderful comrade Ndubisi Vincent and Yenubu. You're welcome back on BVI Channel 1 Biafra Discourse.
Thank you, Chinedu.
The last time we discussed on very important issues with respect to Biafra and other things on Biafra Discourse. Now, on that episode, I promised our viewers that we will be coming back again to discuss further on the book that will launch very soon. That's the book written by Presidency on the Presidency of Biafra, what the Ibos want. Now, this is the topical question everybody is asking in this contemporary Nigeria. The Ibos especially, what do we want? Do we want presidency or do we want Biafra? Because that is what the book is all about. And good enough, you have created time out of your busy schedule to do justice to this question that a lot of our people are eager to listen to. So it's a pleasure having you back again on BVI Channel 1.
Thank you, Chinedu.
Now, before we go further into this program, I'll be right back immediately after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
Something very big is about to happen. Symposium, Quest for Self-Determination, and the greatest book launch of the century. Biafra or Nigeria Presidency, What the Ibos Want, authored by Barrister Emeka Emekesri, Solicitor for Indigenous People of Biafra, on 3rd August 2018. Venue, Royal Palace Hotel, Abani Road, Dalgi, Enugu. Time, 11 a.m. prompt. Chairman of the occasion, Dr. Dozie Ikedife, Deputy Chairman, Biafra Council of Elders, Father of the Day, Chief John Nyamodo, President General Ohaneze Igbo, Book Reviewer, Professor Mark Anibo, former DVC Uniport, Chief Host, Dr. Atowangpo. This symposium and book launch is organized by the Mobbing Initiative, DMI. Be there.
Thank you for watching and welcome you back again on this program. This is the BVI Channel 1 Biafra Discourse, and I have with me Louisa and Enugu, and we're talking about the question that everyone is asking. Biafra or presidency, what do the Ibos want in Nigeria? The book will be launched next month, and the content is what we're going to discuss right here. We're not doing book review on that, but we want the people to pour out their opinion. From sample opinion, from your own perspective, what do you think Igbos want today?
Igbos today in Nigeria want an equitable, a just and fair society. That book written by Emeka Emekesri, took his time to do a thorough research on what actually the indigenous people living in the former eastern Nigeria actually want. The book concluded by saying that Igbos living in Nigeria today want an equitable, fair and just society where they will be free to express themselves, where they will be free to live, where they will be free to build their own business empire without imposition coming from anybody. However, the book took notice that for the past 50 years, Igbos have tried as much as possible to extend and expand their businesses across the Niger, investing all over Nigeria, loving Nigeria even more than the indigenous people in different parts of Nigeria, but they have not got that justice. They are always behind. Now the book concluded that the Ibos want Biafra. The Ibos want to have their own nation since the Nigerian state has failed to give them that equity, fairness, and justice. I think that's where the book concluded by saying that we have to begin now to lay a solid foundation for our children. There is no ambiguity. There is no missing words. the majority of the Igbo people want to exist, not even inside Nigeria, but outside Nigeria. But what the book did not take care of is how they will achieve that. But to answer the question, what exactly do the Igbos want? The Igbo president or Biafra? The book says the majority of the people want Biafra.
Okay, because you started by saying that the Igbos want an equitable.
It's not my opinion. It's the opinion of the book.
The book, but from your street understanding.
Okay.
Now I want to get your paper. We've seen a lot of agitation.
All right.
We have seen coalition.
Yeah.
We have seen various Biafran who coming together to agitate for one thing. We have also seen Igbo political organizations coming to say the same thing: self-determination, self-determination, referendum. They want referendum to decide for themselves whether to stay in Nigeria or out of Nigeria. They want to be the people to decide for themselves and not as a result of the amalgamation of the 1914 by the British colonial masters. So now, the question now keep echoing. Do Igbos want to remain in there? Because some political players have come out to say for the Igbos that they want presidency. We have had it time without number that we want presidency. What do you think about Igbos having presidency in Nigeria?
As a person, outside the book, what do the Igbos want? I'm now speaking as a person. Let me be on record. You know, I will never be part of any group that will support that Igbos want to be president. Why am I saying this? I've argued this using different platforms, places and forums, that Obasanjo had the presidency for good 8 years. Obasanjo was able, as a general, a retired general, Obasanjo, if I had the power, as I've always stated, the Nigerian president is one of the most powerful persons in the whole world, as in that every power vested in one person. So if Obasanjo should have that power, at times I see him as God, close to God, but I know he can never be God. But I see him as having that power of giving and taking, giving, exterminating life and giving life. However, see, if Obasanjo can have that power for good 8 years, and he was not able to restructure Nigeria, he was not able because the western part of Nigeria has always, I mean the Yorubas, have always been agitating for restructured Nigeria. They see Lagos as a mini-like country. They want to be given that power, that right to determine their fate, just like the former system in Nigeria before the Civil War. When the Awolowos were developing the Western economy using cocoa, not even crude oil, to build the Western economy. So the core Yoruba people had, even before Obasanjo entered as the president, he insisted on regional government, on restructured Nigeria. So Obasanjo got the power at plateau of gold. Remember what happened? He benefited from the Abiola crisis, and he was made the president of Nigeria. So if Obasanjo as a general could not call other generals within the ranks and files and insist that this be done at that time after good 8 years, then somebody is telling me that if we have Igbo president, we will do magic. I want to also give them just simple illustration. Obasanjo was the president of Nigeria, but he could not be able to build that federal highway from Lagos to even the one that crossed through his own village. He was not able to do it. Obasanjo was not able to restore power, even the power that Lagos State needed, being the engine room of Western economy, the Yoruba economy. Now he was there for 8 years. And who would be out there to tell me that Obasanjo is now more Yoruba than any other person? Obasanjo is a cool Yoruba man. Then let's take it again further beyond that to Jonathan. Jonathan was the president of Nigeria by default or by anything we call it. But he was first the president for 2 years to complete Yar'Adua's tenure. That period of 2 years should be a learning process, where he supposed to have learned his lesson, where he supposed to have gone back to his village and asked his people from what exactly do you want? Yeah. Where the Ibos, as at that time, were agitating, presently of course, where the militants were shooting, firing, that they want to control their resources. Jonathan had all the power going for him. What did Jonathan do? Jonathan was busy, sharing the thing, favoring some people, and you have some demigods, some major gods around him that benefited from the government. I should not begin to call names, but it is there out there at the public domain that Jonathan empowered a lot of individuals. But right there in Jonathan's village, I read somewhere, perhaps I've not gone to his village, but I read it somewhere that Jonathan's village did not, or should I still say, does not have running water, clean water. Even when Jonathan was there for 30 years, let's begin the first 2 years.
Another 4 years.
Then after 2 years, you now have 4 years. It was towards the tail end of second or third term, that Jonathan got the idea of having a constitutional conference that he packaged and put people together. And even when he called people together, he said, as the president, I don't want to go to that direction where people will say that they forget Jonathan was put there by some cabal. Some cabal were there. He was afraid of his life so that he will not be killed. I don't want to go to that side because he was the president of Nigeria. He had that power to give and to appoint and to sack his chief of army staff, sack all his ministers. He has the power to dissolve his cabinet. He has the power. So Jonathan was there. He could not be able to supervise that constitutional conference because when he was starting, I was disappointed. He said, no-go area. We should not discuss about the basic goals. And you have an German as the president. You have an German who could not have the courage to say that we have these resources. We need to control this by law, by any within the constitution of Nigeria. So do I need to go beyond this? Now, when Jonathan got down, he could not be able to even implement the decision of the constitutional conference, and now he's moving it over to Buhari to implement. What point are we trying to make there, my dear people? President or no president, we will not solve their problem. We will not solve the problem of Yoruba people. Don't ever think that if you have an Igbo president there, that it will solve their problem.
I think when we talk about what the Ibos were, I know a lot of our Igbo people will agree with you on that part, that we need Biafra. That is what they want. But the question now is how? Because I've had some pro-Biafran groups coming up with referendum, of which that is a legitimate process towards self-determination. It is through that referendum that you vote whether or not you want to be in Nigeria or you have a separate state. Now, how do you get to that point of referendum? That is one thing. Then, if you say, because some people have also agitated, because we have mobbing, we have IPOD led by Andriod, we have the coalition of all pro-Biafran groups coming up as a very powerful force, condemning political process, some condemning, some encouraging political process, some saying it's outside referendum. Now everything now boils down on how. Considering what happened in Ekiti last week, if you go on social media, a lot of people have come up, even some who have been sitting on the fence, waiting to be convinced on why they should be part of the political process in Nigeria. Don't forget that Nigerians have already lost hope in Nigeria electoral process. There is need for revolution in Nigeria, whether you like it or not. Now, you now have to choose what kind of revolution do you want. Is it bloody revolution or political revolution? If you ask me, I'll take political revolution, where thousands and millions of people will stand up against the impunity of few political elites and their agents holding few guns. how many people will they kill? If you are afraid of death, people have been dying on daily basis because of bad roads, because of no hospital. People are dying in thousands every year because of bad governance. So if you are afraid of dying, you will still die.
No, you go home and sleep.
So the point now is that we are talking about the Ibos now. Coming back to what we're saying.
Yes.
What the Ibos want? We want Biafra or Nigerian presidency. From our people now, it is Biafra. Now it now boils down on how. Because that book you say did not come up with how to get it. And many pro-Biafra people have come up with several methodologies on how to achieve it. Some say through political, some are going through legal, some are going through civil disobedience outside shutting down of the Nigerian system. That is where we are at the moment. Now, how do you address it? Is that an open question for all our viewers and commentators? I want to appreciate you for those of you who have been dropping your comments and following our activities. Keep dropping your comments. We want you to repart complete because this interactive section is what makes up what our people actually want and brings it out to you. So in your concluding submission, what do you think and how do you think our people can achieve what they want in Nigeria in Egypt, because we're running off?
All right, our people, like I said before, they want to exist on their own, and then they love the brand Biafra. It's emotional to them. Then since they want to exist on their own and they want the Biafra as the brand, now the next question is, how will they achieve it?
Yeah.
To me, is to build our regional economy. Yeah. First, as an economist, I'm always passionate about what money can do. You need to feed. You need to begin to build factories. You need to build general hospitals. You need to come and provide, add value to their lives, solve their problems, begin to love them, begin to bring them together using different means like media we are using. Begin to show them love. Begin to live by example. Begin to love God. Because God says, I created you using my own template, my own image and likeness. So if you see a fellow Igbo or Biafran as God, you will love him. So, as in the question we ask, how? And I say, I'm passionate about it. I'm more concerned about the regional economy. Let us think Kumakulo Nobel. Let us begin to bring our wealth home. Let us begin to build international standard schools. Free education. Not this one where you have segregation, where my children will be in private school, my men will be in public school, and public school will go everyone and Belen at one point. Where the public generals in Anambra State here or in Igbo are not working. So how do you achieve the outcome? So the how is on the immediate term for us to present our first 11 in all the political offices so that we build our land. Thereafter, we'll have a campaigning power. Those who are saying that Biafra will come through referendum or through this, I think they are trying to hide and give people hope.
I think that Biafra will not come through referendum.
No, that's not what I'm saying, because you know yesterday, I don't know, somebody called me to say they have started printing 40 million ballots for referendum. Somebody called me to confirm that. I say it's laughable. Because you print it on air, how would you do it on the ground, where you have all the politicians that are talking one Nigeria still in charge? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying if you understand the process that will lead you to that referendum, is the end. It doesn't start, you don't hang it on the air. Yeah. It is an institution that will organize it. Which institution in Biafra land will organize it? I think that's the point I'm making. You don't say you want to build 4-story building and you go to the 3-story, you say, the 3-story, the top floor, you have AC there, everything will be there. You start hanging it, you start hanging your dream. I think the first thing you do is to lay the foundation. Which foundation have we laid now for the referendum? So, today, how I'm saying, I'm not saying people should lose hope. Because you know our people, they believe in miracles. They believe like they will sleep today and wake up tomorrow in Biafra. And that is what they want to hear from me. They want to hear that Trump has approved Biafra and that UK government has signed it and that Buhari will not say, oh yeah, we should go. It doesn't happen this way. This is a resource struggle for power and resource. Power is never given. You take it, and the way you take it is to build their defense well, build their base first, and that is what the customary government is trying to do. Trying to network and build the base without even making noise. You don't get power through making noise. You get it through making solid contact and networking, lobbying the powerful nation. And how do you do that? You don't do the lobbying with empty hands. You have to start building institutions that can stand the test of time. I think that is the point I'm making.
Okay, thank you so much. You have exhausted a lot of time on this. And I believe in the next episode on Biafra Discourse, we'll go deeper into this, unraveling this question. What do the Ibos want? And before I come up about that, we'll go on the street to sample the opinion of the street rush. And we'll come back with the results for the next episode. And I want to appreciate you for watching this far. This is BVI Channel 1 Biafra Discourse, where we say it the way it is. On this platform, BVI Channel 1, we see it, we say it. That is the way it goes for us here. We're not here for propaganda and we're not here to hype you. We tell you the truth the way it is. This is a continuous conversation. I believe you have the ability to drop your comment on the comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and extend it to your friends and family to be part of this great family. This is a family. BVI is building a very large community. I want to thank those of you who have been part of us from the very beginning, and we're expanding on a daily basis. Just keep pushing, keep extending it to your friends. Let them subscribe, let them get notification by clicking on the bell, and be part of this great community that will change our generation for good. Thank you so much. I still remember such a few times. I will always say thank you and stay blessed. But I will always tell you, stay safe. Okay.
Can I add something before we go?
Okay.
You know when you ask of how and why I say that we need to come back to base, I'm conscious of the fact that we have a fraudulently packaged constitution that will not allow you to begin to go to Abuja and say, I am the president of representing Igbo people. There's nothing you can do. So long as that constitution is there, like I said about Obasanjo and Jonathan. This is the constitution that tied Jonathan's hands behind, and he was not able to do more. So if we begin now to promote the Igbo president, and you are going there to be tied up by constitution prepared by generals from the northern side of the part of the country, and this constitution was packaged against our people in favor of the little people. Is it the same constitution that will be saying? So that is why I say wisdom is what we are doing at this point.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is where we'll be wrapping it up on this episode of Biafra Discourse. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing. Keep subscribing. Keep subscribing. Don't forget to tell your friends about this great community BVI Channel. But what we're doing here, we're not just a media company or media platform. We are here building a very powerful and formidable community that can change our world for good. Thank you and goodbye.